Arcade Heroes.
So at IAPA 2019, at the UNIS booth, we had a nice little surprise that we found out about a little bit before the show started, and that is a new version of the Atari Pong table. And so you can kind of see it there in the background, but beforehand it had been seen as a two-player only sort of, well, 1 to 2 player thing, and now it's up to 4 players, kind of like the old Quadra Pong. And so it still uses the same spinners, which do feel a little bit floaty. They move very easily. Here's the game in its attract mode, where it plays by itself, 4 players against each other. But what this has done is added in narration. It has also increased the ability of the AI, it seems. You also have these power-ups, so to speak, or game changers, where you can reverse control. You have the black light here that's overhead, and it lights things up there, as you can kind of see in the video here, as each paddle now says Pong on top of it, and the ball also says Atari and has the Atari Fuji logo. So here's a game of 3 players, where the blue player will be controlled by the computer. Fortunately, anytime you play, even if you don't play by yourself, the non-occupied points will have computer control behind them. So yeah, you just play a game of Pong now. It's true that the physics of this are not exactly like the video version. The mechanics of how it works I don't think make it 100% possible to do that. For example, underneath the playfield you have motors and gantries and magnets making this magic work, but the way that has to work means that the ball can't go behind the paddles, and so it just detects if the paddle's not at the proper point and then counts that as a hit. Now in this, where it's a knockout game, each player starts off with 3 lives, and so as they play they have to defend their goal, but they get hit, they lose a life, lose all their lives, and they get knocked out, as the game says. And as you've probably noticed, the voice acting is cheesy. So they added that narrator there to, I guess, motivate players or something, although once in a while it says something a little off, like, "You guys are doing great," right after somebody just got the ball past their goal. And so I'm sure they didn't feel like they were doing great, but whatever. Anyways, this is a Dave & Buster's exclusive from November 2019 through March 2020. A little bit longer than the typical Dave & Buster's exclusive, so sometime in spring next year, that's when other locations will be able to get their hands on it. That will be sold through UNIS. It's a Chinese company, but they're also based in Canada and have offices in Texas. So if you have a UNIS distributor and you're an arcade operator, that's when you can get this one. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.